Crawford from the Dreamtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint, your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins? Or did you? I didn't think so. Now today, during the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers and the alphabet. Now I work with a beautiful sequence of dual coloured oil bottles like these ones here, and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean numerology, which I've found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So, if you'd like some insights with me today during today's live, then don't be shy. Make sure you drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. So I'm looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live. How good is that? Now, these are free insights, remember, and I'm also going to be using my beautiful Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well, which is my own deck of cards that I created and launched into the world 6 months ago, featuring 7 different galactic races, archangels and ascended masters. So we're going to be using these sporadically through today's live as well, just to add in an extra layer of information. And as I said, they feature, 7 different galactic races, archangels and ascended masters. So like the Syrian starseeds and the Syrian beings and the Andromedan starseeds, and of course the Andromedan race as well. And quite a few Andromedan cards coming up here, isn't there? They must be all in a cluster. There you go, Pleiadians as well, so it's not just Andromedans. The Ascended Masters as well, like Kuan Yin, and some more Pleiadians there. So you can see there are beautiful, the Arcturians, a beautiful deck of cards that we're working with, and they all carry a lot of wisdom using archetypes through numerology and wisdom through colour therapy as well. So before we get into all of that though, I just wanted to once again just say a big shout out and a big thank you to everybody that's just subscribed to my channel over the last week. I really appreciate it. I genuinely do. I'm delighted. So it's nice to see the channel growing. Even though it's growing slowly, it's better than it's going backwards, isn't it? Let's face it. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do that, because it really helps the channel to grow. It really does. And there is a lot of work that goes into creating all of these podcast episodes weekly for you, both the Numerology show and Cosmic Conversations as well. And I had some really fantastic guests on the show last week, and this week as well, actually. So this week we've got Gail Lynn from Harmonic Egg on Cosmic Conversations, which is brilliant. She's such a wealth of information. I actually took a trip to the Harmonic Egg this weekend with my husband up in Kalamunda, up Gooseberry Hill, and we sat in there for an hour each, and it really has helped to destabilize or restabilize, I should say, my central nervous system using colour, light and sound therapy. So you get inside this big Syrian technology cosmic egg, and it carries vibrations through your whole body, and it's just incredible, really. Very groundbreaking technology. So I highly recommend you watch that episode to delve deeper into how that was channeled through to her, etc., etc. And then I also spoke to an amazing guy called Steve Rother this week as well, who channels an angelic group of 9. And he is, sort of really helping people to step into their sovereign power. He uses the word esparvo, which means, sort of stepping into, not giving your power away, basically. And some of the information on quantum, mechanics and string theory and the nature of the multiverse really is inspiring to, start learning about as well. So, yeah, I highly recommend. That's going to be launched in 2 weeks' time. Now I'm going to be away on a cruise around Lemuria, believe it or not. Well, I say Lemuria, but Queensland, going from Sydney all the way up to Yorkeys Knob up in the Great Barrier Reef. So that's going to be me out of the picture for 10 days, starting from next week. I'm leaving on the 9th, I think, to Sydney. But I have scheduled all my episodes. So next week on the Numerology show, we've got Diana No Excuses, rather. No Worries is an Australian expression, isn't it? Diana No Excuses. Now, she is a TikTok sensation. You know, she's a numerologist, delves deeply into karmic numerology, and has got a really unique way of being able to decode your dates of birth. So you'll learn loads from her. She's a really lovely soul. So make sure you watch that episode as well. So that's, Diana No Excuses. And she's coming up next week as well. So really some amazing people, you know, that I've been speaking with. So you're going to learn a lot. I know I have. You know, I'll cheers myself to that as I take another slurp of coffee. Now remember, if we are doing numerology insights today, so free numerology insights to do today during the live. So leave your date of birth into the chat if you haven't already done so. And I'm going to look at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live as well. And hopefully there's somebody who's joined me today. Usually, you know, it's a bit hit and miss because I tend to go live right in the 11th hour, and you know, so people don't have enough warning that I'm going live, I think. So I'm gonna have to try and figure all that out. I'm not very good at scheduling, guys. This is my problem because I'm a Libra and I'm a 9 and I'm Andromedan, so time, space, dimension, reality all blurs into one, really. So yeah, that's why a lot of you, you know, watch me after the live. And you miss me when I'm live, is because it's just like I get a feeling and I'm like, oh, I've got to go live now, you know, and that's when I do it. So yeah, you know, you can't manage a Libran, let's face it, especially a gay one like me as well. Anyway, we digress. Let's have a little look and explore if we're joined by anybody today. So remember what I said, like if you are watching me live, then make sure you drop your date of birth into the chat and I will do the rest. Okay, fantastic. So let me have a look and see if there's anybody nice watching today. Hopefully there is, and no nasties. So if you are watching, remember to drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. Now I'm going to start off actually by picking a card out for the collective whilst we're waiting for people to pour into this live. Obviously a very, very popular soul, aren't I? We'll wait for people to pour into the live. So straighten myself out a bit. There we go, that's better, isn't it? Now this is the card for the collective. So this is for anybody that's watching me live right now. And the card that comes up for you, if you're watching this now, or the replay, is Tegeta and Tauri, which is all about channeling and telepathy. More and more of us are becoming telepathic, aren't we? Have you noticed that? You notice that was a lot more people are starting to either think of someone and then they call, or you're starting to just look at someone and receive messages through from them without them even needing to say a word. And or you're starting to channel, you know, either channel the angelics, you know, like Steve Rother with the Council of Nine, or you know, the Galactic Federation, either the Pleiadians or the Arcturians or the Lyrians or the Syrians. So many of us are actually starting to really tap into our expanded multi-dimensional awareness right now, which is really a blessing, I think, for humanity, because it's about time, isn't it? It's how we used to communicate. We're just returning to that, aren't we? You know, instead of the need of having a mobile phone. They'll become null and void soon, I'm sure, won't they? Because everyone's just going to be communicating telepathically. So yeah, so today we're doing some insights with regards to free insights, actually, with looking at your numerology. So looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live, which is super interesting, isn't it? You know, because it's always good to get some insights, isn't it? Don't you think? I always like getting insights. So if you are watching, remember to drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. And of course, I will do the rest. So I'm looking at your day number, your life path number, and your personal year cycle influences as we move through today's live. Now, I also wanted today to talk about the 5D ascension map. So navigating your cosmic journey. Now, this is really important, as we evolve, that you're able to navigate, each leg of the way. So there are 5 stages that I've identified to navigating your own ascension map. So stage 1 is really the activation and awakening stage, where your soul begins to awaken. And this normally, is felt as curiosity and inner nudges that guide your first step. So you start getting these little nudges, like someone's prodding you. And then when you move into stage 2, it's about emotional alignment and cleansing. So this is where a lot of releasing of old beliefs and blocks come in, and where you start trusting your inner guidance. And then you kind of move on to stage 3, which is an integration and grounding stage, where you start anchoring higher frequency energies. You start grounding this into your physical body, and then you start moving into stage 4, which is about alignment with cosmic energies, which is about flow with galactic cycles, enhancing your intuition and your cosmic connection. And then finally, when you get to stage 5, it's about mastery of your soul purpose, where you fully step into your cosmic mission and express your soul's essence. And of course, that's where I'm at. I'm right at stage 5, and hopefully you are too. But it's taken a long time to get here, believe me. Yeah, it takes a long time to get to the center of cosmic mastery. But there's hope for all of us. If I can do it, you can as well. So if you'd like me to have a look at doing your date of birth, we've got lovely Jay Jay watching from Louisiana State, born on the 15th of August 2001. So we'll have a look at doing you first today, should we? Yeah. How exciting. Well, it's lovely to meet you, Jay. Is that your real name? Oh, you should see my dogs. They're lying side by side on the floor, upside down, and all intertwined together. That's how we should all be lying, isn't it? Or is it laying? Laying or lying? I don't know. Anyway, so 15th of August 2001. Brilliant. Okay. So, Jay, you got a day number 6. You've got a life path number 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17 is an 8. And then your year is a 1 is a 9, 10, 15 is a 6. So I got the 2, the 1, the 5, the 8 as well. Beautiful. All right. So you got the 2 1s there as well. So this is what your chart looks like. And it's Jay. Is that what you're called? Is that how I address you, Jay? You can let me know, just so I'm not calling you the wrong name. That would be a fate worse than death, wouldn't it? So you got these 2 arrows. All right, so you're a life path 8. So the 8s are, your purpose is held in your life path. And so you're a manager. You make a very good man manager, money manager, project manager, because you like being in control. So the 8s love to be in control. There's a great sense of methodology as well, and doing things properly that comes up for 8s. I married an 8. My husband, Mark, he's an 8. And he's very like that. So they're often very good at giving financial advice and guidance and being the oracle for everybody else. But with 8s, they often find it difficult taking their own advice and guidance. So, it's interesting, So it's almost like you have to split yourself in 2 when you're an 8 and write down a list of things that you tell a friend to do. And then you do that for yourself. So, that's key really for 8s. Now, you're a very independent person, Jay. You like to be in control as well. And if we look at that in colour form, because remember, I'm a numerologist and a colour therapist, and I work with a numerology-based colour therapy system. And so the 8 is Saturn, which is lilac over violet, which is old father time. So this beautiful violet ray, that's part of your soul colour. So with the 8, the 8 connects up with judgment. Yeah. So a lot of the time, 8s have had past lives where you've been high initiated in the Catholic Church, or had a high initiation within the Catholic Church. So, a lot of the time there's that self-judgment that can come up with 8s in this incarnation. Interesting, isn't it? But also, there is that aspect of you that, is carries a keen sense of judgment towards other people that can either be beneficial or detrimental, depending on how it's been expressed. So you'll notice that you're a day number 6, which is derived from number 15. Now, this means that you're actually somebody who's very nurturing as well. There's a very maternal energy, a very healing sort of energy that comes up with the 6. And it's a very loving energy as well. So this is the 6 in the colour mirrors. It's Venus, the planet of love. So often 6s, what they try and do is rescue other people. And then people take advantage of them, and then they hold grudges. So a lot of 6s can attract people with narcissistic personality disorder. So that could be the same as you, Jay, because people take advantage of you, and then you feel abused, and then you can fall into the shadow pattern of the 6 energy, which is the victim archetype. And you kind of don't want to stay there for very long. So, there is this aspect of you that's likely to have a beautiful home as well, because the 6 is about aesthetics. So, a lot of 6s have the most beautiful homes, really nicely interior designed, and a real safe haven for your family, beautiful, really. So you're a nurturer. So the 6s are the best healers, they really are the best mothers, best creatives. Well, not the best creatives, but they're very creative. The 3s are very creative as well. Now, this year, you're in a personal year 6 as well. So you can put that creativity to good use this year and maybe redecorate. You might want to spend more quality time at home with your family this year as well, Jay. The home in general will come under scrutiny when you go through your personal year 6, because it is a number that's focused around the family or the community. So, it's also a great year for reinvention of self. So, sort of changing up the way you present yourself to the outside world. You've got these 2 arrows in your birth chart as well, Jay. This is known as the arrow of emotional balance. So all the numbers on the soul plane. So, you're definitely somebody who is very well equipped to deal with very difficult or challenging emotional situations in your life, a lot better than a lot of other people. Although you might not necessarily always feel like you are yourself. You can navigate very difficult or challenging emotional stormy waters. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, when you can do that? Don't you think? I love it when you know you can handle anything. So you can handle emotional difficulties. Also, you've got the arrow of poor memory. So you've got no numbers on the mind plane. So the 3, 6, and 9 are numbers that are missing from your birth dates. So this is called the arrow of poor memory. So you need to kind of do brain training, puzzles and games, anything that's going to get your brain matter working. Otherwise, you might risk becoming quite forgetful, like later on down the track. So, you really need to stimulate your brain with, as I said, puzzles or games or anything that's going to get your brain more motivated to take action and to retain information. Because you don't want to, get, sort of Alzheimer's or anything like that later on down the track. So really you need to stimulate yourself as much as you possibly can. So you might be quite forgetful. So there is a great sense of independence about you. You've got nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity as well. So you've got really good gut first impressions of people. So if you meet people and you like them, Jay, then trust your gut. It's always going to point you in the right direction. So you always experience that, do you, with the 6 stuff, nurturing people and then holding grudges. Yeah, is it that stuff that you're talking about? All right then. So then I'm gonna pick a card out for you as well from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, just to add in an extra layer of information for you. If you'd like to have a reading with me today, during today's live as well, don't be shy. Remember, just drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world you're watching from, and I can have a look at doing your birth chart next if you like. So the card that comes up for you, Jay, is this all making sense? Is the Hayden leader, Ashtari. And this is about, when you are called to step up into positions of leadership, that you've really got to make sure that you step into more greater levels of compassion. And that's you, as a 6. There is like a very compassionate aspect of self. You're very charming and affectionate when you want to be as well, because some of that loving pink energy of your 6. Well, there it is again with Ashtari, you see? You see that beautiful card there? So Ashtari is the Hadean leader. So you can see he's the Hydeans are like tall white line beings that come in mainly from Aldebaran, and they're quite angelic in their presence actually. So that is who you are, like when you step up into positions of leadership, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? So the other thing I wanted to mention to you as well, Jay, see you've got the pink and the violet soul colours there. So your 6, which is Venus, the 8, which is Saturn. This is kind of like the spiritualization of the heart center. So it's like love from above, you know, it's like the crown and the heart sitting on top of each other. Sometimes the violet ray connects up to the emotion of grief, and then the 6 pink energy is the mother. So sometimes I find with the violet pink soul color people like you is that you might have either like a disconnect from your mother, whether she's, you know, crossed or whether she's still here, or there's a disconnection either between you and your mother or you as a mother, you know. So there's some grief and some healing that would need to take place around the separation issue from the mother. All right. So J1 is your real name, is it? That's what a beautiful name. Ah, well, there you go. Well, hopefully that's connected with you. I remember I'm just wetting your whistle today just to demonstrate how powerful Pythagorean numerology really is. If you'd like me to go deeper into your full Starseed Numerology Report, that's what I specialize in. So I create like a 22-page handcrafted document which explores all aspects of your birth chart and your name chart. It looks at the major influences in your astrology as well, like your sun, your moon, your north node and your ascendant. It will reveal your galactic origins, so where your soul has originated from after leaving source consciousness. So whether you're Andromedan like me, or Arcturian, or Lyran, or Syrian, or from the Pleiades, or Antares, or Alpha Draconia. And that'll help you to define your mission, you see, when you know your galactic origins. And also it looks at your past life implications, your karmic lessons, and of course your true soul purpose, as well as being very predictive about your future. So yeah, if you would like to go deeper into all of this and explore, you know, as I said, all aspects of your numerology and astrology, then you can claim that on my special offer today actually. So they're on for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US, you know, if you're watching in the United States. Now for that, I will need your date of birth, ideally your time of birth as well, Jay, and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by. And then just remember to give me 3 to 5 business days to create that for you. All right. And I've popped the link there in the chat for you to get that on the special. Now, remember, guys, if you love what you're seeing today and you'd like me to do some insights for you, if you're watching, then drop your date of birth into the chat. I'm doing some free insights today during today's live, which will give you some really cool information about who you are, where you're from, and, of course, what you're here to do as well. All right. Now, I am a colour therapist and numerologist. I host 2 podcasts on this platform, the Numerology Show and Cosmic Conversations. So make sure that you watch a few of the episodes of those as well. And make sure you like, subscribe and follow if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate the followers. It'd be amazing to, you know, to continue growing this channel. You know, it's something very dear to my heart and very, very passionate about it. And yeah, so, you know, hopefully that's all made sense for you today. If you would like a reading, drop your date of birth into the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and we can start exploring your birth chart as well today during the live. There you go. And Jay says that was very accurate. Fantastic. Oh, well, thank you. I'm really pleased it's connected with you. Now, if you've got any questions for me, then don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself and drop a question into the chat if you haven't already done so, and then we can have a look at answering some questions as well. And I did want to also talk to you guys today about the my book as well. So my book is called the Starseed Ascension Guide. It's available on Amazon. And actually, the book helps you how to heal trauma, awaken to your true soul purpose, and also reconnect with your cosmic family. So it's actually a bit of an autobiography where I journey through the spectrum of colours which relate to chapters of my life and what lessons I learned through the different color rays and how you can apply that within your own life, through some guided meditations and activations that are included within the book as well. So, if you love anything to do with color therapy and numerology, head over to Amazon and make sure you get yourself a copy of my book, The Starseed Ascension Guide. I think you'll find it a really cool tool to be able to start navigating your life experience. There you go. Now then, if you'd like a reading with me today, remember to introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and drop your date of birth into the chat. I'm offering free insights today during today's live, which will offer you insights about your true soul purpose, your strengths and weaknesses, your the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, and all of that. So you can get so much information through numerology. And when you combine it with astrology and color therapy as well, it almost like takes that wisdom to the next level. So yeah, if you'd like some insights with me today during the live, then remember to introduce yourself. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from. Make sure that you like the video as well and share it with people that you love in your life, who you feel would benefit from having some insights with me today as well. We've got a very quiet live today. It's been an interesting live today, though. I've thoroughly enjoyed meeting with Jay. It's been amazing, hasn't it? Have you had a lovely time, Jay? Have you enjoyed connecting today? Hopefully you have. Leave us a few comments and let me know. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Now, I'm also going to just say a big farewell to everybody as well who's watching me live today. I'm going to head off now and get something to eat. Have an amazing day, whatever you're doing. I really hope you genuinely have enjoyed today's live, and make sure you pop back in and see me another time as well. It's a bit of a sporadic live today, just to sort of see if there was anybody out there that wanted to connect with me, but obviously there isn't today. But that's okay, isn't it? It's one of those things. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time, won't I? Whatever you're doing, wherever you're watching from, have an amazing rest of your day. Big love, and I'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now.